exploring time. I know it's really greedy, but you have to look at it from a businessman's perspective. I'm the businessman here.
20
Probably
bucks
just
is
snakes
20
back
bucks,
here,
to be
guys.
honest.
I don't think there's
Maybe
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
any sort
own,
of
like-
gold.
Right now I'm
members
just
back
walking
here.
on the side of the
Come
street.
on.
Maybe I'm gonna own,
Look
like,
at
the
the
whole
of the gold.
Ghostbusters
See how small this
squad
thing
when
is?
I grow.
Paid for this anyways? Yeah? Well then, go out there and make some money. Don't let me down.
And with your admission that you feel the same. I have reached the goal I below.
Hello there, welcome DCS interns from the area of Lake Lanier. It has been reported that the number of kidnappings has increased exponentially over the past 2 years. The Lake Lanier Police Department has been notified of this recent spike and is looking for a plan of action. Before we found more evidence, we have a few leading theories developed by your higher-ups here at the DCS office. Some believe that the noises being heard at night all across Lake Lanier are monsters, brewed from your imagination. Based off of public discomfort towards the forest and constant paranoia, followed by kidnappings. The other leading theory is that there is a cult growing out in the forest. Based off marks left on trees and items found scattered through the forest. According to your DCS training module, which theory has been found to come true? If you guessed the monsters, you would be wrong, as there is a lack of evidence supporting that claim. After we had made a theory about the cultists, we sent out a warning to the community, but it seemed to cause no difference as the kidnapping rates skyrocketed. After that, we got various reports of viewership of the cultists, with an orange-red glow. Every viewer has extreme side effects shortly after viewership. We had a patient come into our high-class medical team at the Jehovah facility with large white tumor-like structures appearing all around her body. She later then passed away. This has been the case with many victims, so if you ever feel a warm presence while out working on a case, run away and contact your DCS authorities, and we'll take care of the problem. Every case of viewership except for 3 have turned out fatal. Your safety is most important to us. Here is a brief summary of the cases, but before we begin, you must note and accept that you are not special. Don't even try it. Case 1, Maria Miller. Maria Miller is a nurse at the Lake Lanier Medical Center. She was around the age of 26 when she had her encounter with occultists. One night she was sleeping and got woken up by the sound of a picture frame dropping and shattering in her living room. She was scared, but her husband wasn't home, so she opened up her door to a red figure. She looked up and saw the face of the man and was knocked out by a surge of heat coming from the man's body. She woke up the next day with red marks and rashes all over her body. Here is an image of the man she saw. Study it closely. Case 2. Matthew Thomas. Matthew is a team sports coach for the Lake Lanier Middle School. He was 41 when he had the encounter with occultists. He was walking in his school soccer field, picking up supplies from the team practice that just ended. He looked up in the sky and noted how beautifully red the sky was that night. He claims he felt a warm presence while looking up at the sky. He then felt a touch on his shoulder. He fell down and saw the red glow of the cultist. He was then knocked out by an intense surge of heat. He woke up the next day with irritated red eye and a large blister on his shoulder. Case 3. Karl Marx's. Karl Marx's is a McDonald's worker. He was 24 when he had the encounter with occultists. Karl worked night shift at McDonald's since he didn't have to do as much work. One night he was working in the kitchen when he realized how warm the air was. He went over to the air conditioner and it said it was 87 degrees Fahrenheit. He just shrugged it off and put a report in for the manager to come and fix it. He then opened up the back exit door to a man in an orange robe standing there. He heard loud screeches coming from the man, then was knocked out by an intense surge of heat. He woke up in the hospital but had a hard time hearing the doctors. The doctors wrote down that he had become deaf and had heat burns on the front of his body. Remember DCS in terms, curiosity killed the cat, and it can kill you too.
Hello, and welcome back to Journal 78 News. Today, we have a PSA with some interesting new facts about the sun. Hello, and welcome to Public Safety Announcement number 03. There has been a recent worry that has been spreading around the community of Georgia recently.
Radiation.
Everything has radiation, even things as common as bananas.
Hello, welcome back to Channel 66 Local News. Today, we're going to be talking about a newly published examination and testing of our sun. SUN to be exact. The sun gives off a form of radiation that we call light. There are many forms of light that we can see and light that we can't. Under the newly published research was seen by the community of Lake Lanier, some problems arose as conditions became worse and worse. There was a newly discovered type of radiation, called GKP, that is said to come from our sun. These GKP rays are much more dangerous than normal UV rays, but the GKP rays make up around 65% of the radiation that comes from our sun. It was said in the research documents that the reason they haven't found out about the GKP rays until recently is because their wavelength is much shorter than the gamma rays we know of today, and because of that we couldn't discover it on older technology. These GKP rays are very deadly when taken in at large amounts, decreasing your lifespan by up to 40%. In more recent tests it has been shown that these GKP rays have also led to insanity. We don't know why, but we're still working on finding a sort of
Banana 1 gives you skin cancer. Standing in the sun too long also has its ups and downs. While the risk for skin cancer may be higher while out in the sun, it is very beneficial to spend time in the sun to get well-needed nutrients like vitamin D. However, we have rediscovered a new type of radiation called GKP that is said to be more harmful than normal UVA. But don't worry, according to MD Anderson Cancer Center, GKP rays are much rarer than the normal UVA rays that make up around 95% of the radiation that comes from our sun. Remember to always wear protective gear for the sun based on these 3 principles. Determine whether you need protection. Protect. If you need protection, wear a layer of sunscreen or a vest depending on the weather and time of day you might find necessary. Security. Find joy that you are protected from any UV harm that may come your way. Make sure you survive and have a wonderful sunny day.